Stop boosting posts. I know Meta makes it incredibly easy with that little blue boost post button, and I know it feels like you're running ads when you hit it, but you're not. You're literally throwing money at the wall and hoping that something sticks. And in 2026, with the way Meta's algorithm works, boosting posts is one of the fastest ways to waste your ad budget. I'm going to break down exactly what a boosted post actually does versus what a real ad campaign does, and why they're completely different, and when, if ever, you should use each one. Because there is a time and place for boosting. Most people just don't know what it is. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Christian Jamal. I've spent well over $100 million on paid ads. And on this channel, I make videos specifically for businesses that are using Meta ads to scale with lead generation. Everything here is about helping you actually understand Meta, run better ads, and scale without guessing. So let's dive in. Let's start with what a boosted post actually is. When you hit that button on Facebook or Instagram, Meta takes that post and shows it to more people. That's it. You pick a goal, maybe more engagement, more profile visit, more messages, and you set a budget and Meta pushes it out. That sounds fine, right? Here's the big problem. A boosted post gives you almost zero control. You can't choose detailed placements. You can't build custom audiences the way you can on the ads manager. You can't set up proper conversion tracking. You can't even run an A/B test. You can't optimize for the actions that actually make you money, like leads, purchases, or booked appointments. When you boost a post, Meta optimizes for the cheapest possible version of whatever goal you actually picked. So if you picked engagement, it's going to find people who like and comment on everything. Those are not your customers. Those are people who scroll through Facebook all day, double tapping on anything that moves, and you don't want that. You look at the results and think that it's working because you got 300 likes in less than a day. But how many of those likes actually turned into a phone call? How many turned into a sale? Almost none, because Meta wasn't optimizing for that. You told it to get you engagement, so it got you engagement from people who will never buy anything from you. Now let's talk about what happens when you build a real campaign inside the ads manager. When you create a campaign in the ads manager, you're working with Meta's full power. You choose a campaign, an objective that actually aligns with your business. For example, let's talk leads, sales, traffic to your website, app installs, whatever you really need. Then you build an ad set where you control the audience, the placements, the budget, the schedule, literally everything, your bidding strategies, and then the optimization event, which is the most important. This is the part that actually matters. The optimization event is crucial. When you run a lead generation campaign in the ads manager and you optimize for leads, Meta's algorithm goes to work, finding you people who are actually the most likely to fill out your form, maybe call your business, or book an appointment. Not people who like posts, not people who watch videos, people who actually convert, people with buying intent, engaged shoppers. That's a completely different audience. And in 2026, with the Andromeda algorithm using cross-account intelligence and 87% prediction accuracy, the difference between a boosted post and an audience in an ads manager is like night and day. It's not even close. A boosted post is kind of like handing out flyers on the street. An ads manager campaign is like having GPS that takes you directly to the people who are ready to buy. Let me give you some real numbers so this hits home. I've seen businesses boost posts and get leads at $15, $20, $25 per lead. The same exact business, the same exact offer, the same exact creative, but running it as a proper lead gen campaign in the Meta Ads Manager, get leads at $4 to $6. Same ad, same budget, completely different results. Because the algorithm was pointed at a different direction. And here's the other thing. With a boosted post, you get almost no data. You see likes, comments, shares, reach. That tells you pretty much nothing about your business. Inside the ads manager, you see a cost per lead, a cost per purchase, return on ad spend, click-through rates, CPM, frequency, the real metrics that tell you whether your ads are making you money or wasting it. Without that data, you're literally flying blind. And you can't scale something that you cannot measure. Now, is there ever a time to boost a post? Yes. One scenario, that's it. If you have a post that's already getting strong organic engagement, like real comments, real shares, people tagging their friends, like true authentic engagement, and you want to amplify that momentum, a small boost can actually work. Maybe $20, $30 to push it further, because social proof is already built. People who see a post with 200 comments, they pay attention. They focus on what it is that you're saying. And that's just simple human psychology. But even in that case, I'd rather take that same post, pull it into the ads manager and run it as a proper campaign and point the algorithm at an audience that actually matters to me. You get the same social proof, the same benefits, just with real optimization. The only reason to ever use a boost post button is speed and convenience. If you need something live in literally like 30 seconds and you don't have time to build a campaign, but if you're serious about growing your business, that's not a strategy. That's laziness. Now let me give you the bottom line. Boosted posts are Meta's way of getting you to spend money with minimum effort. And that's a genius business idea on their end. It's designed to be easy. It's not designed to be effective. The ads manager is where real businesses, real campaigns that generate real revenue are happening. So if you've been boosting posts and wondering why you're not getting results, this is exactly why. You've been using a toy when you needed a tool. So stop boosting, start building campaigns in the ads manager. Optimize for action that actually makes you money. Let the algorithm do what it's built to do, and that is exactly how you win in 2026. Now, real quick, if you're serious about learning how to do all of this, Meta ads, Google ads, funnels, automations, AI, I built the Click to Client system. It's a full course and it's completely free. Link is below this video. Click it and get access and start building today. And if you want me to personally set this up for your business, link in the description to work with me one-on-one. Now hit subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next one.